Well, good morning, everyone. My name is Chelsea Nickson. Born in the lovely year of 1990, I am 24 years old. I am the youngest in my family, and in my spare time, I like to play a lot of netball and go to the beach and travel the world. I have been very fortunate to have been offered a graduate position at a local primary school next year, and I will be teaching grade 1. When I was younger and someone would ask me, Chelsea, what do you want to be when you grow up? Naturally, my response was become a famous actress and make millions of dollars. I was a pretty cheeky child who never stopped talking, and I'm sure I gave my teachers headaches, and to be honest, their job never appealed to me. Actually, I'm pretty sure one day I said that I never wanted to be a teacher. And yet, here I am, presenting one of my last assignments of my teaching degree, and wouldn't have it any other way. I have loved my teaching course and look forward to becoming a teacher full-time next year. Throughout my 4 years of uni and placement, I have become incredibly passionate about creativity in the classroom, especially creating engaging activities for students that can then be displayed around the room, corridor, school areas, and community. I believe it is important to create activities to accommodate for all different types of learners. Using Gardner's multiple intelligences, I feel creative activities can appeal to the entire class. Using creativity in the classroom appeals to all of Gardner's multiple intelligences. For example, visual and spatial learners will focus more on the drawings, photographs, and multimedia aspect of the activity. If they were to complete an activity where they had to write about a book, they can choose to write about what they believe is happening in the illustrations of a book. Or they can complete another activity where they will write a story and draw pictures to accompany it. These drawings then become artwork, which will then be displayed around the room. Linguistic learners love words and can create stories to display around the room, as well as create common word charts for other students to use when needing help. Logical and mathematical learners can create treasure maps, graphs, and shapes to be displayed around the room also. There are many different activities that allow these different types of learners to show their creative flair and produce work that can be displayed around the classroom. Why do I believe creative displays are so important in the classroom? Why am I so passionate about this? Well, whether students are drawing pictures, creating 3D objects, drawing graphs, maps, writing stories, creating classroom values and expectations, or just plain wanting their work up on the wall, I believe students should be proud of their work. Their work needs to be acknowledged, not only by me as their teacher, but by their peers, other teachers, parents, and members of the school community. There are so many activities and lessons that can be created that students will benefit from if their work is displayed around the room. An example of this is at the beginning of the year when you are creating your class values and expectations. This is a whole class activity where students can offer up ideas of how they think they should behave in the class and what is expected of them for the year. This not only sets the bar for behaviour and classroom management, but by having the students express their ideas, create them in a poster and have them displayed around the room, allows them to be constantly reminded that they made a contribution to their classroom values and feel like a valued and respected class member. Students can also create common word posters. By brainstorming with the class, students can brainstorm adjectives, verbs, conjunctions, etc. to be displayed around the room. This allows them to check these word posters when they are stuck on how to spell, need words to make their writing more interesting and exciting, and gain some independence as they will not have to ask the teacher for help. One activity in particular that I would like to share with you is an activity that I created throughout my last placement that I am extremely proud of. The students were learning about the magical world of plants as their topic for the term. In order to make their literacy sessions more exciting, my mentor and I decided to use The Lorax by Dr. Seuss. This book allowed us to create so many creative activities for the students. The book spoke of sustainability and what will happen to the world if everyone uses all of the planet's resources. The Lorax spoke on behalf of the planet and told the Onceler to stop chopping down the truffula trees as he was killing the environment. This then tied in with the plants topic and led the students to understand why trees and plants are so important in our world. The students had to write to the Onceler asking him to stop ruining the environment using the famous speech from the book. "Mister," he said, with a sawdusty sneeze, "I am the Lorax. I speak for the trees. I speak for the trees have no tongues, and I'm asking you, sir, at the top of my lungs." He was very upset as he shouted and puffed, "What's that thing you've made out of my truffula tuft?" Using that speech from the book, the students had to write a letter to the Onceler and provide reasons why he should stop cutting down all of the truffula trees. Once the letters had been corrected, the students were able to decorate and colour in their letters. They were then stuck onto coloured paper and displayed around the corridor. This activity was then completed by other grade 1-2 classes, and the corridor was filled with these beautiful, bright and colourful letters to the Onceler. I chose to display them in the corridor so they were not confined to the classroom and everyone could read the students' work. I was so incredibly proud of my class for the effort that they put in and their wonderful work. By displaying their work, the students could see how proud myself and my mentor were of them, which gives them the confidence to then continue to produce amazing work. When creating different activities for display, I felt it was important to incorporate the principles of learning and teaching into my lessons. In order for the students to complete their creative work to the best of their ability, the classroom needs to be a supportive and productive learning environment. Students need to be encouraged to contribute to brainstorms and to read their work out aloud. They also need to be encouraged to try out new ideas and have their efforts acknowledged both publicly and by personal feedback. By doing this, students will produce 5-star work which in return will look great when displayed around the room. Creativity in the classroom caters to students with a range of needs and learning styles. My teaching pedagogy over the past few years has changed due to university classes, assignments, placements, and the La Trobe graduate capabilities. I believe in creating a classroom environment that is caring, stimulating, supportive, and productive. I want my students to walk into my classroom and feel as though they are a part of a big family. All their ideas and opinions are valued, and each student will be treated with the utmost respect. I am passionate about displaying students' work in the classroom as I believe it shows my students how proud I am of them and also give them the confidence to continue producing amazing work. Thank you for listening to me ramble on about the benefits of classroom displays and why I am so passionate about this topic. I hope the following pictures give you some ideas for future classroom activities and displays.